Hi there, Jefferson Multimedia. Dr. Zayas here with your lesson for today on how to write an introductory paragraph for whatever paper or show you're doing in my class. First of all, there's something new I need to teach. Some of our computers have Microsoft Word, some of them don't. If you're looking in your doc and you can't find that big blue W, look for an icon that says Pages at the top. This is the Apple version of Microsoft Word. Double click on it and it will open up. A free update is available. No, we're fine. Click on close. We always want to start with a blank document. So if you get this screen, double click on blank and it comes up. I'm going to make it full screen. The major difference between this program and Word is your bar with all of your commands is on the right hand border instead of at the top, but everything else is pretty much the same. You can select the font right here, but do me a favor, don't change your font ever. We spend so much time changing fonts that we never write any words that are interesting. It's like, ooh, I'm going to make the letters look all pretty and weird and stuff. No, don't go with the font that's there when you open the program and leave it, will ya? Thanks. So we're doing our introductory paragraph. How does a character from your favorite film depict the hero's journey of overcoming his underdog status and confronting his or her shortcomings to be a success in life? My example paper will use Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. So I have to show you how Kevin goes from zero to hero. First thing I want you to keep in mind, when you're writing your introduction, don't immediately start with your topic sentence. Put the topic sentence at the end. Here's mine. Kevin McAllister from Home Alone is a perfect example of how a film character can grow from an annoying kid into a smart, independent person. So if this sentence is my main idea, or dare I say it, my thesis statement, I want to put this as the last sentence in my paragraph. So how am I going to build to that? Easy. Include 2 topics in your introduction. The first topic should be bigger or smaller than what you're talking about. Then the paragraph should narrow itself down to the main idea or broaden itself out one level to the thesis statement, main idea, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. For my first topic, I address the point of the paper. What's something we look for when we're watching movies? It's a character who starts off as a crybaby or a smart aleck that everyone hates. As the story moves on, he grows and changes into a more mature person. So we know that's what we're looking for. Notice I mentioned this in 2 sentences, not just one. So you can take 1 to 2 sentences to build up to your main idea and then show us how your main character fits that thesis statement. When we watch movies, there's usually something we look for as an audience. It's a character who starts off as a crybaby or a smart aleck that everyone hates. As the story moves on, he grows and changes into a more mature person. So this is what we're talking about. Let's move on to the next part. We love these kinds of films because they show us that no matter who we are right now, we can always become better. Growth is possible. Here's where we get specific and start talking about Kevin. So, what kind of trials help you evolve from a bratty kid into a strong, secure man? How about acting in a way that causes your family to treat you with respect instead of mocking you? Fighting off the bad guys that try to rob your home would definitely be a plus. And helping a neighbor get back together with his son after years of fighting and conflict come in at number 1 on our charts today. So we're going from what's our main idea to a couple of examples of how this happens to the character in the movie. And then finally, we let the cat out of the bag and tell you what the surprise is. Not only do all these things happen, the story takes place just in time for Christmas. Kevin McAllister from Home Alone is a perfect example of how a film character can grow from an annoying kid to a smart, independent person. The reason I did so well with this was because I put that thesis statement at the end. If you put it as sentence number 1, By sentence number 6, you're going to run out of gas and not have anything more to say. The reason I have you put the thesis statement at the end, think of your paragraph like a staircase. Every single step leads up to the next one, which leads up to the next one, which leads up to the next one. All of your writing should be connected. Don't drop this thesis in front and then rattle off 9 sentences that don't say anything more. Put it at the end so you can build to it, and you should be good. And look how I told you I wanted you to have 2 topics, but really, I kind of have 3. What's the main idea? We need to find a character in a movie who grows. Number 2, what are the ways this character grows? And finally, number 3, who is this guy we're talking about? So when you're putting your introduction together, put the thesis at the end and build to it as you go. And 10 sentences isn't that tough. If you include details from the story, you should be better than good. So do it this way as you write and
Keep the change, you filthy animal.